Have you ever asked the AI for help and got an answer that sounded nice and confident at first glance, and then you later realized that part of the answer was completely made up? That's the problem. The issue is not that AI is useless. The problem is that AI can sound right before it is right. And here's the proof. AI can give you fake statistics, fake links, fake dates, and fake confidence. And because the writing sounds so clean, beginners often skip the one step that matters most, checking the facts before using the answer. By the end of this video, you'll know how to slow AI down, make it show its confidence level, separate facts from guesses, and catch fake sources before they embarrass your business. I'm going to walk you through one system called the HALT Check. Then I'll show you the before and after demo using prompts from my free HALT Hallucinations Fact Checker Prompt Pack. An AI hallucination is when the AI gives you something that sounds true but is unsupported, inaccurate, outdated, or just completely invented. It can be obvious, like a fake link, but it could also be sneaky, like a claim that says most small businesses see a 300% increase in conversions after using AI. That sounds impressive, but where did that number come from? Who measured it? When and in what industry did they measure this? The danger is not just that the AI is wrong. The danger is that the AI is confidently wrong in a way that makes you feel safe. Hi, I'm DK, your AI bestie, and on this channel, I help beginners and small business owners use AI in normal person language with prompts you can actually copy, paste, and use in your everyday life. And a quick favor before we get started, if you could hit the like, subscribe, and click the notifications bell to all so you don't miss a moment. Most hallucinations happen because the AI is trying to complete the pattern, not verify reality. That sentence is worth writing down. AI completes patterns. It does not automatically verify reality. So when you ask, write me a blog post about the best new productivity tools for 2026, the AI might try to give you a smooth answer even if it doesn't have the fresh information. When you ask for sources, it may create source-shaped text. And when you ask for statistics, it may provide statistic-shaped numbers. But that doesn't mean you should stop using AI. It means you need a workflow that forces the AI to pause, label uncertainty, and show you which information needs human review. That workflow is your cure. So the workflow we're using today is called the HALT Check, HALT. H is for highlighting the claims, A is to assign confidence, L is to label the unknowns, and T is to test the sources. And you'll want to use this workflow in that exact order. Let's look at this before and after use case for this workflow. Imagine you run a small bookkeeping business and you ask the AI to help you draft a blog post outline called Why Small Businesses Should Automate Their Bookkeeping in 2026. The AI gives you something that sounds impressive, but impressive is not the same as verified. Here's the exact before text we want to check. Small businesses that automate bookkeeping save an average of 12 hours per week and reduce tax penalties by 80%. According to the 2026 National Small Business Automation Report, companies using AI bookkeeping tools are twice as likely to qualify for business loans. The IRS now recommends AI-based expense tracking for all small businesses, and most banks prefer businesses that use automated financial reports. Now, that paragraph sounds official. It has numbers, it has a report title, and it mentions the IRS and banks. But watch what happens when we stop treating polished writing like proof. So our first prompt from the HALT Hallucinations Fact Checker is our claim by claim audit. And here's the exact prompt. Review the text below and create a claim by claim fact check table. Build the table using these columns: claim, type of claim, confidence level ranging from 0 to 1% confidence, what needs verification, suggested source type, and list the risk if wrong. Do not verify by guessing. And then after that, you would paste your text that you wanted to check. And this is where the magic happens. This prompt doesn't ask the AI to prove itself by guessing harder. It asks the AI to break the answer into claims. That matters because hallucinations love hiding inside paragraphs. A paragraph can feel persuasive because everything blends together, but a table forces each claim to stand alone. For this example, the AI should flag several risky items. The 12 hours per week claim needs verification. The 80% tax penalty reduction needs verification. The 2026 report title may be invented. And the statement about the IRS recommending AI for expense tracking needs an official source. And the claim about most banks preferring automated financial reports is too broad without any kind of proof. So here's a tip. If an answer includes numbers, named reports, legal or tax claims, medical claims, financial claims, or anything that says most, all, best, or proven, run this claim by claim audit prompt first. Here's an after version of that same text. Bookkeeping automation can help some small businesses save time, reduce manual entry, and keep financial records more organized. However, exact time savings, penalty reduction, loan approval impact, and tax related benefits should be verified with current sources or a qualified tax professional before being used in marketing content. Do you see the difference? The before version sounded big, but it was also risky. The after version is still useful, still marketable, but much safer. It removes unsupported numbers, softens overclaims, and tells the viewer where expert review is needed. So you can drop a question mark symbol in the comments now if you've ever seen AI give you a number that sounded real, but you had no idea where that number came from. So let me know down below. On to A, assign confidence. Use this when the AI has already given you an output and you need it to tell you which parts are strong, which parts are shaky, and why. This prompt we're calling our advanced confidence checker. It shares some similarities with the claim by claim audit, but it drills down into even more detail. So, to use our advanced confidence checker, let's imagine we're a real estate agent and we're asking the AI to rewrite an offer for a listing appointment page. The AI says this offer will double seller consultations in 30 days. That's a strong claim, but it's also a dangerous promise if you can't prove it. So here's our prompt. And remember, for this one, you're going to ask for an answer first, and then you're going to use this prompt. For each part of your output, rate your confidence in your response based on this scale: substantially certain, 95% and above; very confident, 80 to 95%; somewhat confident, 60 to 80%; unproven, 40 to 60%; or not confident, below 40%. And this one has a second part to the prompt. For each output, explain why you rated that confidence level for that output. And the reason I love this prompt is for beginners is that it turns the AI from a writer into a reviewer. You're basically saying, don't just give me an answer, tell me how much you trust each part of the answer and why. So for our real estate offer example, the AI may be very confident that a checklist can help organize listing prep, and it may be somewhat confident that better follow-up can improve conversion. But it should be unproven or not confident about doubling seller consultations in 30 days unless you have that actual data. So here's our improved real estate offer using the Advanced Confidence Checker. Use our AI listing prep checklist to organize your seller follow up, prepare stronger listing conversations, and spot missed opportunities before your next appointment. The offer version still sells the benefit, but it does not promise a result that you cannot prove. And this is the cure. When AI makes a big claim, do not argue with it. Make it rate the claim, make it explain the confidence level, then rewrite the weak parts into safer language. But if you must make quantifiable claims, you can use phrases like up to XYZ or approximately, so you're not guaranteeing an exact number. Letter L, label unknowns. This is for situations where you need an answer, but the wrong answer can cost you time, money, or credibility. Let's use a supplier email as an example. Imagine you receive an email from a packaging supplier saying there may be a delay, a price change, and a new minimum order quantity. You want the AI to summarize what is confirmed versus what needs verification before you respond. In this scenario, we'll use our do not guess prompt. Answer this question using only information you can support. If you are unsure, say, I am not sure. Separate the answer into one of these categories: confirmed, needs verification, and unknown. Then after that, you would paste the question that you wanted to analyze. So here's the beginner mistake. We think that I'm not sure means the AI failed. But for factual accuracy, I'm not sure can be the most useful answer in the entire chat. In our supplier example, confirmed might be the supplier mentioned a possible delay. Needs verification might be the exact new delivery date and whether pricing has changed for your current order. The unknown part of this may be whether the minimum order quantity applies to existing customers or if it only applies to new orders. That structure helps you send a smarter follow up email. So instead of reacting to a vague summary, you ask the supplier the exact questions that matter. Now we move on to the T in HALT, test the sources. For this, we'll use the fake source detector prompt. You want to use this fake source detector prompt when the AI gives you links, articles, book titles, citations, report names, or anything that looks like a source. And yes, source shaped text can be fake. For this example, imagine you ask AI to draft a LinkedIn post about AI adoption for small businesses. Your post includes two report names and one link. So for this one, we're going to paste our prompt, the fake source detector prompt first, and then put our text in brackets following the prompt. So here's the prompt. Look at the sources, links, book titles, article titles, or citations in this answer. Flag anything that may be invented, incomplete, outdated, or unverifiable. Do not create replacement sources unless you can identify a real source. And then you would paste your text after that. The fake source detector is important because beginners often ask AI to add sources. And the AI may add things that look like sources without actually being usable sources. And if AI says a source might be invented, do not ask it to cover it up. Ask it to remove the claim or mark that claim for verification. So let's recap. Use the claim by claim audit to H, highlight the claims, the advanced confidence checker to A, assign confidence, the do not guess prompt to L, label unknowns, and the fake source detector T to test the sources. So we expose the claim the AI makes. Next, we check the confidence level. Then we separate confirmed facts from unknowns. And finally, you test the sources. So let me know down in the comments the immediate things that you're thinking you could use this for. Is it homework? Are there papers you're working on? Are there things for your small business? things in your personal life, let me know what you think you may be able to use this HALT framework for in your own personal life. So, in addition to fact checking the prompts mentioned in this video, I have 4 extra prompts that check dates, quotes, and more. And you can get them free when you access the free full version of the HALT Hallucinations checklist in my free AI Prompt Boss Skool community. That's right, you get 8 prompts to check the AI's work in a flash. Your free access is below. And when you use it, be sure to share what you fact checked inside the AI Prompt Boss Skool community. I would love to see what the prompts helped you catch. And remember, you don't have to be scared of AI hallucinations. You just need to stop treating AI output like a finished answer and start treating it like a first draft that needs a safety check. AI is powerful, but your judgment is still the boss. You're ready, bestie. Happy prompting. I'll see you next time.